What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to 303 Streets. If this is your first time checking out the channel, thanks for checking out the channel. And yes, like the video says, and yes, it's kind of clickbait because it's getting so many views already. Yes, one of the 5 things I hate about my 2022 Tesla happened. The key broke. That being said, I didn't break the key actually. It broke during a rental that I used on Turo. So just wanted to touch base on that. Yeah, the 5 things I hate about my Tesla, that is, thank you guys for leaving comments. Some things I learned, and then a lot of things you're just kind of salty and sorry, most of you are kind of ignorant. Yes, I did my research, obviously, you know, even to, before I could pick up my Tesla, whoa dogs. Even before I could pick up my Tesla, I had to have the app downloaded and had to do a bunch of stuff on the app, like many of you have to do too, before you could pick up your Tesla. So you could use your phone as your key, and I do use that feature. But anyways, the 5 things I hate about my Tesla video were more or less all of them besides, well, I guess besides 2 of them were related to my rentals on Turo. Yes, I use my Tesla on Turo. It's a good way to make some passive income. I mean, again, as many of you see, we have like 8 different vehicles, and there's 2 of us, which is, again, a little bit of overkill and unnecessary. But the main reason we have the Tesla, or the main reason we even bought it, was because we were able to pay cash for it. Actually, all of our vehicles we own outright, besides the Jeep Renegade that is a lease. But that also is on Turo. Actually, it's on Turo this month, and it's rented out every single day, which is nice. But yeah, so we're using the Tesla for a rental purpose to help build our cabin outside of Breckenridge. It's a good passive income. It's a good way to have extra money to afford to build the cabin. If we didn't have this extra money, I don't think we could afford to build the cabin. It's a lot more expensive than what we thought, so that kind of sucks. But anyways, back to the point of this is, yes, the key broke. What happens if you break the key? So if you're an owner and you own it, obviously, you just use what I'm recording with your phone. You can unlock it with your phone. You can do everything you need with your phone. You can pop the trunk with your phone. You can see where people are at with your phone. You can see how fast they're going. The phone does everything. That's all you really need. And yes, I promise I know that people that worried that I had no idea what was going on. Yeah, so you mostly just use your phone. But again, for our purpose, we're using keys because I don't want to give everybody the access to the phone and to be able to use your phone to start the car, because then I have to worry about trying to find a way to delete it. So it's just more of a hassle. We do keys. So if somebody breaks your key, or if someone breaks your key, or if you're doing what we're doing, you can always buy 2 keys from Tesla for $35. So for 2, it's $35, not 1. So you can get 2 of them for $35, and you can have up to 10 keys pre-programmed into your Tesla. Makes it super easy. You know, I think what I'm going to do is we're ordering more, and we're going to put one for where they know, and then we'll hide one in the car just in case they break it. And I'll say, hey, you know, if you broke the key, like this guy did when he was skiing in Breckenridge, there's a spare key hidden in this area or wherever. So that's what we're going to do to prevent this from happening again, or if it can't prevent it from breaking, but prevent it from me having to make a trip to the mountains and do all that, blah, 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 so on and so forth, give them a new key. So yeah, that's, you know, again, out of the 5 things I hate. And again, that video it's not more or less for people that own Teslas. It was more or less for people, you know, if you're going to rent one, if it's your first time driving. These are just experiences and things. That video is mostly for people that have no idea about Tesla. And again, if you are renting one or you're getting one on Turo, like people do with ours, and you get this, you're like, what the heck is this? This is a stupid concept. Oh yeah, put it on the center. Well, it's sliding around everywhere. That's dumb. And then if they go to charge it at their hotel, well, I guess not a hotel, that's a bad example, especially because most hotels have supercharging stations. If you have an Airbnb and they don't have a supercharging station and you go and plug it into the house, you're like, what? 25 hours for that much of a charge? That's ridiculous. So it's just more or less for things like that. But again, I still stand by the window, and I still stand by, there was something, oh, I get the charging for me. And yes, I know, relax people, you should upgrade. Obviously I would. My media panel for my house is kind of tapped out. I think it's only a 250 amp, and I have solar. The house didn't actually come with AC, so when we put AC, that took a slot up. I'll have to double check again, but I'm pretty sure I'm tapped out, or yes, I would have Tesla come out here and do the install for the upgrade charging. It's only like $600 or something like that, so it's not expensive at all. Totally worth it. If you haven't done it yet, save up to do it. It's totally worth it. But again, that for me requires me upgrading my box to like a 300 amp, which is not cheap. I think it's around like $10,000 plus, so it's very expensive to do, not cheap thing to do. So we'll have to wait. But I do have a 240 volt in the garage, but it is tied into my dryer. So I think I'm gonna try to do the new combos of the washer and dryer, so I can use the 240 volt. The new washer and dryers, they come with like washer and dryer in one for like $1,400, which isn't bad at all. So I think we're gonna try to do that, and then I can take advantage of the dryer outlet for the Tesla, and I'll tear it apart, run new wire, and put it closer. So yeah, I mean, again, a lot of you people seem pretty triggered in the video and pretty upset. Yes, I get it. You're upset. I'm not a Tesla person, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, in all honesty too, I don't drive the Tesla that often. My wife uses it. I think we have 3,000 miles on it. She's put about 1,000 of them on it. And there's been about like another 1,800 in, rentals. And then in all honesty, I might have put like 200 on it, and that's with her in the car. Like, I rarely drive the car without her. If we go somewhere like to Vail, Aspen, or weekend trips, if the car's not rented out, we'll go and take it to the mountains or something. I'll drive it, but again, I'm not using any of the technology. I'm not trying to set up my phone. She has her phone set up. She has everything for her to go, and so I don't really drive it that much. In all honesty, I have like all these vehicles, like I said, the Lamborghini, the Bronco, my crotch rocket, the Jeep Renegade, the 4Runner. I spend 90% of my time in the 4Runner. That's like an 09 4Runner. So, but that's what I use daily. And then on the weekends, I use the Bronco, and then I don't really even use the Lamborghini or the crotch rocket really, because it snows a lot in Colorado. So, the weather's not even really too nice here. So I use that occasionally on the weekends in the summertime, and a little bit in the spring. Again, we get heavy snows, and then a little bit in the fall. So, yeah, that doesn't see much action, so we're actually thinking about selling the Lamborghini here pretty soon, and I probably might even sell my crotch rocket here pretty soon. But besides the point, yeah, I don't really drive the Tesla, so I know a lot of you were pretty upset and triggered that I have no idea what's going on. No, yes, I do, I promise. Again, like I said, to even pick up the car from Tesla, I had to have everything downloaded on my phone. I think the Tesla's actually only in my name, so my wife couldn't even download the app or anything like that until after we picked up the car. But yeah, no, I have everything. I promise I know how to use it. This is, again, just for people, if you've never been in a Tesla, bless you. Bless you. If you've never been in a Tesla, or if you're renting one or something like this, yeah, it's a lot to take in all at once. And those are some annoying things that you're going to find out real quick for someone that has no knowledge on a Tesla. So, yeah, more or less the 5 things I hate. Besides, like I said, the windows, hate that. And like I said, it's kind of petty. The key sliding around. Thank you for whoever did comment on the 5 videos, 5 things I hate video. There is something I can buy. And again, if you are having the same issue with your rental, there's a little thing you can buy. It goes right in the center of the Tesla. It's like $10, I guess, and it keeps the key from sliding, so that's perfect. And then the windows, someone else, thank you for commenting that. I will try to lock it. I don't do car washes, but I do like self-wash. So next time I wash it, I'll try to lock it down and get everything super tight and sealed. And we'll see how that goes. If that prevents it from leaking, then you solve 2 of my problems. And again, like I said, the other ones are pretty petty, like the screen. I still think the key card is a horrible idea. I'll stand by that till the end. I mean, a lot of you, again, will get triggered by me saying that. You're supposed to use your phone, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I know, I get it. I heard you. But this is for rental purposes. I don't just use it for myself. So the key idea, the card, is a terrible concept still. But yeah, other than that, I mean, we haven't had any issues with the car. We really love the car. We're actually thinking about wrapping it in either like a satin red, like a matte satin red, or a gray to help protect the paint, and then obviously make it look a little bit more appealing. Maybe get a little bit more rentals out of it. But we love the car. But yes, like the video said, one of our keys is broken. So like I said, again, really cheap, really easy to fix. You can link up to 10 of these, or sync 10 of them to the car. So you can have 10 synced at once, and they're $35 for 2 of them. So if, like I said, if you're like me and you're doing Turo and you're renting out your car, I suggest trying to buy, 2 keys a month, up until you hit 10 of them, sync them, take the other one, store them somewhere, or do what I'm gonna do, put one hidden in the car in a sleeve that doesn't detect the key, or put one in and then leave one for the driver, and then just have the other ones on hand. So yeah, hopefully you found this video helpful. Again, this is just what happens. It's gonna happen. The key's gonna break. Like I said, he was skiing, fell, key was in his pocket, busted it right in half. So not a big deal. He paid for it. And again, what's nice with Turo, anytime someone damages something, they have to pay for it. So you got to pay for the key. He had to pay for me to go out there and deliver him a new key. So to solve this issue in the next time, like I said, I'm just gonna hide another key, slide it somewhere, no one knows, and then I'll tell him, oh yeah, you broke the key, here's a spare, don't break this one. So yeah, hopefully you found this video helpful. Yeah, that's really it. But yeah, if you haven't checked out the channel, thank you for checking it out. Like, subscribe, and have a good day. Thank you for watching 303 Streets.